got a double CV going.
This is gonna hurt. Oh, maybe not so much.
It's gonna hurt you a lot worse than it will hurt him. Something.
Kinda, sorta, not really. They just shot me full of torps.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I've just noticed that. I just wish my AA was a little better.
Yeah, not probably going to happen, unfortunately.
Nope. Ooh, they got me redlined now.
When you play Carl's Ruin, the first thing you see is a Maskerado and a Nikolai, and you're like,
Dude, they freaking tore me down.
I don't know, does the Karlsruhe still play basically how it did at the start, where battleship shells will go through, but cruiser shells will actually deflect off the armor?
no, Carl's just bad. Carl's just... bleh.
Because that was hilarious at the start, because where if its status is an armored cruiser, it actually it was actually tough against enemy cruisers, and battleships had a hard time too, because they couldn't get a solid hit on it.
Left your channel.
The Karlsruhe is one of those ships that I play at least once every one of these events, just to remind myself of why I hate it so much.
I need to remind myself of the pain and agony I went through.
I went through this thing when it first. I went through it when it first came out. It was like, oh my god, why is this boat so bad?
No, I actually enjoyed it when it first came out, but the one that I hate is the Bairn. I actually had, at a distance of 8 kilometers, its shells from one turret split over an enemy cruiser, end to end, not side to side, end to end. I was like, okay.
Hey, that's what it's like playing the Mikasa.
Yeah, but the Mikasa Mikasa's tier 2 and makes up for it with its secondaries.
If you get close enough to use them.
Which I usually
There's
do.
a destroyer.
So if I receive XP on the Yamato, what does that do for me? Does that go to free XP or something, or how's that work?
Nothing unless you convert it to free XP with the balloons. It's mostly just for like getting commander XP once you get a 19-point captain.
Gotcha.
Or
yeah, I already have the Alaska though.
The Alaska is pretty fun, although I kind of like the Kronstadt better. Just suits my playstyle a little better than the Alaska does.
Okay.
It's the guns.
It's always the guns.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the Alaska to me is more is an escort ship, where the Kronstadt is a sort of almost like a hunter.
play someone that's not an ARA. Kill me, please. Fuck. Fucking Argentinians is a hard on for me. Oh, you don't want it. It was even worse when we had the Nueve de Julio. I kept running into ARA folks, and they spent the entire match just trying to murder me because I was in an Argentinian ship. It was like, what the fuck is wrong?
Well, that ship has a really bad history in Argentina.
Can you not drop your torps on me?
You know, I think the Kaga, out of all the carriers that are available, has suffered the worst since the carrier upgrade.
The Saipan.
Motherfucker.
No,
I don't know, you look at
no, the
it's so high
Saipan,
up on the rack.
the Saipan's planes actually survive. The Kagas get blown over there. They're tier 6 planes in tier 8 matches.
I have better luck with the Kaga.
Oh, I have way
Correct.
better luck
No,
with the Saipan.
no. Tier 6 planes in tier 10 matches is what usually happens.
I was trying to be best case scenario on that. But yeah. No, the I think the Kaga is definitely the planes need a buff now. They desperately, even up to bump them up to like tier 7 or tier 8. Like,
Team, you spawned middle. Why the fuck are you going?
You clearly have some patch notes from this week where they nerfed her torpedo planes again.
No, that's me dead.
they nerfed Kaga's torpedo planes again. They were already weak.
Yep, they nerfed the recent. The replenish rate went from 75 seconds to a minute and a half. On the tours. So you have to make, so now it takes a minute and a half to get your torpedo planes back. One minute. That was in the patch notes from.
Alright, you said vigilance or
No, that's me dead.
incoming fire alert or priority? Which one of those are better?
Priority target is generally the useful one.
Let you know how many people are shooting at you.
Yeah, it's also good for screenshots for when it comes time to do the regular. How many people? What was the most people you had targeting you contest?
Oh,
That is actually a thing.
oh wow.
Time to be an evil person and go play a conqueror.
I think the record. I think the
way.
record I've seen. So I think the record was like 11. I think that's the record I've seen. Someone posted.
I had
I was evil
I
in a
had
different
14 ships targeting me at one point. I don't go to the forums or anything like that because I just find them too friggin' toxic. But I have had 14 ships targeting me all at the same time. It was not a fun experience.
Well, I just took the Ubari
You have 14.
out
It's
and
like
had
12v12.
a double CV match. 13 killed.
There's a bit of a fucking joke in there because 2 of the people on my team actually fired torpedoes at me. But no, I seriously have had the entire enemy team targeting me. There's actually one, but the worst case, like that wasn't the 2 idiots on my team did tort me on that one, but no, that's not the worst one. The worst one was because in that one there, like the enemy team might have been targeting me, but they didn't all shoot at me. In my curve first, I was. What you know that northern island map there, the one that they recently changed. You used to have the 2 big islands up north, and then they altered it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, I was heading south to the southern cluster of islands there in my Kurfürst, and I had done a wide turn to let the rest of my teammates catch up to me, and this one guy in his Montana was pinging me rapidly. You tell me, oh, you shouldn't be sitting back sniping. You shouldn't be sitting. I'm not sitting back sniping. I'm doing a turn so you guys can catch up to me because I don't want to go down there on my own. So anyway, it got relatively caught up. Everybody did, and we were going in, and all of a sudden I see this wall of torpedoes from a Shimakaze. And so I turn into them, of course, to try to dodge them. So this has me sailing towards the enemy line. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, including this Joker in the Montana, had turned away. I couldn't turn away as fast. I had their 4 tier 10 battleships, 2 Yamatos, 2 Kurfürsts, and 4 cruisers, plus the Shimakaze, all firing at me. My Kurfürst lasted 45 seconds and went from full health to 0. It was ridiculous.
Oh, I had forgotten they buffed the Arkansas Beta secondary range to like 4.5 kilometers in base. I forgot about that. I don't play mine enough to remember that.
Yeah, I haven't had mine out for a while. I don't do a secondary build.
I don't even. I think I did it once on a Corgi account. It was surprisingly easy.
Find the citadels and do this.
What do you have for AA Turin? Some Hotchkiss 8mm. No.
Oh, it's in North Carolina. Let's strip you of your AA. need to lead more from the looks of it.
Gotta love those 27-kilometer citadels on Des Moines.
Jesus Christ. Easy.
Wait, how far citadels?
27. I was in Yamato with my spotter plane up.
Oh damn!
Oh my god! 2 more.
Is he broadside, or are you just shooting him through his face?
Broadside. He was moving very, very slowly, first and forward, and then reversed, and didn't bother changing even when he got hit the first time.
Need to respect Yami.
That 2.1 Sigma.
Respect
Yeah, with the
base.
legendary.
Yeah, you gotta respect that base cannon.
Yeah.
And then there's the Stalingrad with 2.65 Sigma.
Yeah, Stalingrad Sigma is just... It also gets improved auto bounce, if I remember.
I don't think it does. I think it's Graf Spay dispersion, but with like stupid Sigma.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've got one. I think I've played it like twice. It's one of those, might as well buy the damn thing for clan battle.
Oh my...
I think I played it.
I feel so dirty playing Conqueror, holy hell.
Yeah, it's...
I'm just like, North Carolina, 14k HC salvo. Another 14k HC salvo.
So is the Carolina or like the Conqueror that good?
Conqueror?
Conqueror is a meme.
To play Conqueror the quote-unquote correct way, you use the stock guns and fire HE and everything.
Yeah. That's literally the way to play it. Like it's a flamethrower.
If you want to be slightly less of like a twat, you then like when you start getting close and see broadside, you then start firing AP. But
oh no! When I play the Conqueror, it's when I want to play be a twat.
Yeah, but most people don't play it because it's high explosive cancer, and they'll just spam high explosive everywhere.
Yeah. But I mean, like, and there's like they're raising the Citadel on it. That's not going to do anything.
I still struggle with Citadel in this thing.
Well, no, it's not that. It's that they're actually going to raise the Conqueror's Citadel to make it easier to damage, but it's already really easy to damage. Like it's not going to change people's playstyle. They have to nerf the friggin' fire chance. That's the only way.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've had so many arguments on the forums that fire should not be a weapon.
No, I agree. I don't think the fire mechanic in this game is functioning anywhere near properly. Like it's.
I'm pretty sure they've mentioned it's going to be looked.
Oh, he turned. God damn it.
Year, I think.
Well, everything is that AP should cause fires.
Mm-hmm.
That fire should just be a side effect of hits. You know, it's
Well, the way they have it, it does pure damage. It's like when if you're a battleship player,
Buffalo.
if you're a battleship player, that's what gets flung at you. HE. Even battleships are flinging HE insanely in insane amounts in these days. But
yeah, because it's the guess is that you're basically getting guaranteed damage plus a fire.
Yeah. But what they need to do is make fire a utility. So you get hit by a fire in, say, the section which has your 2-4 turrets. As that fire progresses, it should start shutting down secondaries. It should start shutting down AA. And eventually, halfway through the blaze, it should shut down the turrets. And once the fire is out, then all those things gradually come back online. Yes, do put in a little bit of hull damage there, but not near the level that it is now.
Well, I think there should be a built-in damage control where fires there'd be a small chance that a fire can go out. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah, the thing of it is that there wasn't a single ship in World War II, like battleship or any warship, lost to fire. They were blown out of the water, and then usually people show a picture of I forget which ship it is. It's a German ship, and they say, "Oh, look at the smoke billowing out. That's fire." Yeah, they're forgetting that they're forgetting that if you look at the picture, the ship is basically split in half.
That's probably Blucher then.
I think some of the carriers burned down. Like, I think maybe
Japanese definitely lost carriers to fire.
yeah, and then some of the
Go
I
away.
think
You know,
the
they had a
Yorktown,
wooden deck.
I mean, well, the thing is, that was a perfect storm of poor Japanese firefighting combined with really stupid ammo handling.
Well, the thing of it is, they were in the middle of ammo changing, like so
Yep.
there was and refueling planes. So there's extenuating circumstances. If that hadn't been there, who knows? They might have been able to survive.
They
the
still would have
fires.
been hurt bad. That was such a surprise. That
But I mean,
attack.
the fact of the matter is too, those ships didn't have armored decks either. So they were. Yeah, I can understand that, but I mean, you look at battleships and whatnot, and even cruisers and destroyers, and their decks are armored.
Hey, is it at 5 that things switch over to 6 and 7? No, 6 and 8. Is that when it switches over? Right?